This video is a brief overview of the encoding settings offered on our IPTZ4K Ultimate Series 40 Zoom camera. I'm going to log in using the admin user and default password. Here we have a nice view of our office floor. In the setting tab, we can go to the video tab to see the video encoding settings. We have the encode mode or codec for the video file. We have H.264 and some of the generations of that, and then H.265, which can pack it into an even lower bit rate. Smart codec, that's going to be useful if you don't use IVS or smart detection features offered on this camera. And then you have the different resolutions that this camera supports. We have 4K, regular 1080p, and it supports 25 FPS at 4K and 1080p. Here we have the bitrate type. We're going to want to leave it to CBR or constant bitrate. You could use VBR, but you may get some video artifacts as the algorithm tries to choose the best bitrate. Here we can choose our reference bitrate. It's giving us options between 6 megabit and 16 megabit. You're going to want to choose a good option that works for your network or your storage requirements. I'm just going to leave it to the default 10 megabit per second. If you're familiar with video encoding and video production, then you can also choose your keyframe interval or iframe interval. And for this particular camera, it can do 25, matching its frame rate, all the way up to a 150 iframe or keyframe interval. Last but not least, there's SVC. This has to do with some advanced layering. Again, only really important if you are a person familiar with video encoding. There is also audio settings for this camera. This particular camera supports a line-in or external microphone input, which you can choose here. It's only choice. You can use the noise filter. You can choose the microphone volume. This camera also features audio out connectors on its pigtail, so you could hook up a speaker. But you will want to enable, if you need audio, enable the mainstream and substream audio. And we've had the best luck with AAC, or this camera does also support MP2. So we would like to use AAC, and then you can choose your sampling frequency here again. Again, if you're an audio technician, you'll know which sampling frequency will work best for you. We've had the best luck with the 48,000 or 64,000 hertz options for the sampling frequency. Again, you're going to want to choose a good codec for your substream and then a good sampling frequency. Like I mentioned, we've had good luck with the 48 kilohertz option and the 64 kilohertz option. Hopefully this video gives you a good overview of the encoding settings offered on this camera. Thank you for watching.